Hello, my name is Tasha. I am a 35-year-old Black woman. This video is going to cover why I chose to become a gestational surrogate. Before we get into that, let's talk about what gestational surrogacy is. So, some people, when they hear surrogacy, they automatically assume that I'm getting pregnant and I'm giving my baby away to somebody who can't have a baby, but that's not the case. A gestational surrogate is someone who's carrying a baby that's completely unrelated to them. So the baby will already be fertilized with the original mother's egg and the father's sperm, and put it together, get it ready, then they're gonna put it inside of me. So I'm basically like, think of it like someone's making a cake, but I gotta put it in the oven to bake it until it's done. So I'm growing it, feeding it, helping it develop, and then I'm gonna give it to the intended mother and father. By the way, thank you for stopping by to check out my channel. If I haven't said so already, I'm Tasha, a Black woman, started her first surrogate journey, and I will be covering things here like fertility, health, fitness, daily life, work life, motherhood. So if you want to stick around, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel. So one of the main reasons that I chose to become a surrogate is because I get to help a family who can't carry a baby or have one on their own. And it's supposed to be really rewarding. I'll find out when I actually do it, but I'm excited to do it. Being pregnant can be fun. It can be cute if you do it right. I've been pregnant before. My daughter is 17. One of the biggest asked questions when people choose to do surrogacy is, are you gonna have a hard time giving it up? If we rewind back, the last time that I chose willingly to be pregnant was 17 years ago. I didn't have a kid in between that. That should explain right there that I don't intend on having any more kids to raise for myself. They're expensive, they're high maintenance. I mean, they're fun, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of work and a lot of responsibility. So if I could be pregnant and help somebody else out that wants to take on that responsibility, I don't have a problem with doing it at all. Another reason that I want to be a surrogate is the compensation that they provide. The money is really good. I got some debt that I need to pay off, and I'm 35 years old, so I kind of want to buy a house and own it. I've been paying rent all this long, and honestly, if I could pay rent, I might as well pay a mortgage. At least I'll be paying on something that I owe. Choosing surrogacy is not something that you could just wake up and say, oh, I want to be a surrogate. I mean, you can, but you need to think this through, because once you are like in it, you're in it. There's contracts, there's lawyers, there's all type of things that are involved in this to secure that you're safe while you're pregnant and that the intended parents are going to get their baby. So before you decide to choose to want to be a surrogate, make sure you do some research. When I made the decision that I wanted to become a surrogate, I had a coworker who was actively doing it, and I used to go to her with all of my questions. And if I didn't go to her with all my questions, I was on Google, I was researching. As soon as I started researching, my algorithm on Instagram and Facebook started popping up all these informational resources, different agencies. Like, choosing an agency can also be hard, but I took the easy way out and went with my coworker's agency because she made them sound like they were really good people. I shopped around a little bit, but then I ended up saying, hey, who are you going through? And she gave me the details, and I went with them. I'm happy that I went with them. So in order to become a surrogate, there's a few things that you need to pass or clear so that you can be one. Not anyone can be a surrogate. You have to do a mental check. You have to do a criminal background check. You have to do a physical health check. And if you have a partner, they also have to do these steps as well. It's for the safety of the baby, and it's for the peace of mind of the parents, so that they know that their child is growing and developing with a responsible individual. I had to do a mental evaluation to make sure that I was stable. So they want people who are not suffering from any type of form of depression or anxiety, things like that. That'll like kind of automatically X you out of the application process. Another thing that I think automatically X's you out of the application process is if you have like continuous health issues, or if while you were pregnant you suffer from something like gestational diabetes, which is like you're not diabetic, but while you were pregnant you were diabetic. But luckily I was able to clear all of that stuff. So to be clear, you have to have a psychological evaluation, a physical health evaluation, and you also have to pass a drug test, because they want people that are, of course, not using drugs or alcohol, because that's not good for child development. One thing that I thought that was quite interesting, I'm an adult now, so let's talk about it, and this is also some information that I feel like will be useful for people. When I was a teenager, I had an STD in my history, and my intended mother wanted me to get my fallopian tubes flushed to ensure that the egg would stick properly. A lot of people say it's quite a healthy procedure. It did sting and burn a little bit because I got it done. But when I went to the doctors to go get it done, the doctor was like, "You were treated for this, and everything looks good, and your fallopian tubes and your cervix and everything looks amazing. Why are you getting this?" And I was like, well, I'm going to be a surrogate, and it's a requirement that they want me to get done. However, if you do get it done, it makes you more fertile. It makes it easier for the egg to stick. So along the lines of being a surrogate, you get to learn and discover new things about your body. You get to learn and discover new things about fertility. That was something that I did not know. Just like I also learned in the process of getting my body checked to see if I was a compatible person to become a surrogate, I learned that my uterus is tilted. And when I first heard that, I thought it was something wrong with that. But apparently, the doctors have told me it's just like being a right or left-handed person. There are more right-handed people in the world than left-handed people. And folks with a tilted uterus are left-handed. So I'm a left-handed uterus person. Once you pass your medical evaluation, your agency will tell you it's time to start looking for intended parents. And I was given the option between like 3 different couples, and I was able to read like a profile about the type of people they are and learn a little something about them beforehand. And also, the intended parents are also given a profile about you. Your agency will ask you to upload photos, tell them a little bit about yourself, and you know, it's like a small introductory for the parents to be able to choose you as well. So we kind of choose each other because it's a mutual agreement. I'm agreeing to carry their child, and they're agreeing to choose me to be their gestational surrogate to carry their child. When you finally choose your intended parents, that's when all of the things start to fall into place. Now you're forming lines of communication. So after I chose my intended parents, I think about a week later, I had a Zoom call where I finally got to meet them. And they were amazing. They were really nice people. I was super shy and super nervous, but after maybe like a minute or two into talking, I was like, okay, these are regular people. They are people, of course, but you're nervous. If you ever do this, you'll see, because it's more nerve-wracking than a job interview. Some people are like, oh, it's just a job interview, I could cruise through this, but I'm meeting someone to carry their baby. Choosing to become a surrogate can be an exciting journey. I mean, I'm doing it and I'm actually having a lot of fun. I'm learning a lot of new things. I'm meeting a lot of new people. My coordinator, which is like my point of contact through the agency, she's amazing. She is very amazing. She's very helpful. I go to her with all my questions. I work night shift, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So sometimes I come up with random questions at like 2 in the morning. And sometimes she gets back to me at 2 in the morning because she's up. Or I might get a response at like 6, 7 in the morning. And that's cool too, because who's up really at 2 in the morning? But She's very, very helpful. So my coordinator is super helpful. My intended parents are super kind. We started a WhatsApp group chat with each other, and we all talk in there. But every family and situation is different, so it just all depends on how you choose to contact those people. When you do surrogacy, that's something that you're gonna have to do, is have an open line of communication with your coordinator, with your intended parents. You're gonna have doctors, you're gonna have a fertility clinic that you're gonna need to keep in contact with. You're gonna have meds that you're gonna need to take, and you're gonna have to keep up with. And if you have questions, you go to them with your questions. That's one thing that you should always do. Don't sit around and wonder about it. Don't Google it. Don't research it. Go to the right people with your questions. If you have a medical question, go to your doctor. If you have a fertility question, go to your fertility clinic. If you have a financial question because you're not clear with your contract, go to your coordinator. And speaking of contracts, after you meet your intended parents and you have passed your medical clearance and all those things, your coordinator will help you to find a lawyer. They'll give you a list of people that you can choose freely on which lawyer you want locally in your area. You can choose someone far away, but I chose someone locally in my area as my lawyer. And why do you need a lawyer? Because you're going to be creating a contract with your intended parents on how you will receive your compensation, things that are expected of you while you're pregnant. And all expectations are different per intended parent and per gestational surrogate. I'll give you guys some examples of things that are in my contract, such as I live in Nevada. My family lives in California. Once I hit 20 weeks, I cannot leave the state of Nevada, which means that if I want to see my family, they have to come see me. And you might wonder, why would you not be able to leave the state of Nevada? I don't know if you're familiar with insurance and networks, but I believe that my insurance covers me for the state of Nevada. And if I have any health issues while I'm in California, it costs more or might be more complicated. I would still get medical attention, of course, but it could be more complicated. So in my contract, I agreed to staying in Nevada at 20 weeks. These are things that you negotiate with your parents and with your lawyers. There are other things such as how you're going to be distributed, how you're going to get your payments distributed, and how you're going to receive certain things and what's expected of you at this time and that time. And there's some perks in there too. A few perks that I would like to share with you guys is, I believe once I hit like somewhere around 7 months pregnant, I can have a housekeeper come by. I believe like every 2 weeks to come help with cleaning. My gym membership can be covered, which is outside of my compensation, but they'll cover it. And I'm kind of considering signing up for Pilates. Haven't really done it. I normally just go to Planet Fitness and get a little workout in there, but I want to try the free class of Pilates, and it was kind of nice. And they say it's really good for child birth if you take the right classes. I want an easy birth, so I plan to keep myself healthy, drink the okra water. I want this baby to slide right on out, and I want to bounce back. Some contracts, not mine, but some people have contracts where they're restricted on what they can and can't eat, or if you can wear makeup, or if you can do certain things with your hair. I have a very lovely, normal, and understanding intended parent setup, and they're amazing. She loves me, I love her. Dad's cool, but I communicate more with mom. Everyone else, some intended parents and surrogate setups are different. This is just how mine is going, and I'm very happy and loving it. I would recommend this for people though. It's fun, it's nice, things are going good. Another cool perk that I liked about my agency was my fertility clinic is in California, and I lived in Nevada. So when I had to fly to California to do my medical clearance and get some things checked out by the fertility clinic that I couldn't get done at a local doctor's office out here in Nevada, They flew me out there and got me a super cool hotel room, and they even gave me like a food allowance each day, which allowed me to be able to purchase food outside of my own compensation pay. And when I get ready to go do my embryo transfer, I get to bring my partner with me, and we'll be compensated for missing work if we're working those days. And of course, we get the hotel room, and I mean, while we're out there, we can tour and see what we want to see, check out some food because we got a food voucher, and do whatever's required by the fertility clinic. So let's do a small little recap on why I chose to become a surrogate. I plan to be able to help a family who cannot have a child on their own. Being pregnant is an amazing experience that some people don't get to experience, and I preferably actually can say that I enjoy being pregnant with my daughter. I'm going to be able to pay off some debt so that I can be debt free. I'm going to buy a house, and that's just going to set me up for a better life. I'm gonna probably still have some money left after, and I can waste it on whatever I choose to, or invest it into something to have a better, healthier, and more financially secure life. I'm currently working as a CNA. I want to become a nurse. So getting into a more secure and financial situation will really help me further my education and go further in life. I'm actually, if things go well with this first surrogate child, I want and plan and intend to do it a second time around and not work at all unless like a very small amount of working, and go to school full time and just be a surrogate. So these are my intentions, and these are the things that I plan to do. I'm gonna help someone further their life and build their family, and they're gonna help me further my life and secure my future. So we're helping each other. They're super grateful that I'm helping them with this child, and they might feel like they're more grateful for me than I am for them, but they don't understand, like, living out here financially insecure, it ain't cool. So just because they're super grateful that I'm helping them with this child, I'm super grateful that they're putting me in a more secure financial situation for myself, for my future, for my daughter, and for the things that I plan to do, especially for my education. School is expensive. Working and trying to pay bills is almost impossible. And I've been doing it. I've been going to school and working, but I hit a hiccup. Like, my daughter's 17, and I want to make sure that I'm there for certain things in her life. So I had to put school on hold and just focus on working. But being a surrogate has opened some doors for me. And I feel like after I have this child and I recover, I'm going to go to school and I'm going to get my RN license. Being a CNA, it makes fair pay, but nurse money is way, way better. And we'll have a further conversation about that in my next video. But until then, I'll see y'all later. I'm Tasha. Thank you for checking out my YouTube channel, A Black Woman Surrogacy. Y'all make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more videos and support my channel. Share it with your family. Share it with your friends. Y'all stay blessed.